to go. We're just waiting for the invite. We'll just look at some college players before we start. Oh, wait. That's the Q.
The direct deposit through Chime, but today was the last day, so I don't know.
Oh, so I mean, if you check Chime, it'll tell you actually right away.
If I got the $100?
Mm-hmm. They should tell you right away.
It'll give it to me right away?
They should. I'll also check.
I don't think so. No. It just has my check that I just got 3 minutes ago.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Wait till tomorrow morning, probably. It should pop up, though. I believe.
2 teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Scared me.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They run the counter with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. Keeps himself upright. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To fake a run here.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Does he have inside stuff on his team? He does not.
They'll run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
I really don't.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Hold snap. We're not going to hold snap because we can't run it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Just sub him out. Please don't come back in unless you can. And start in 3-4 like we planned dominant. Sit in nickel, which is just as fine.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out for Pollard. You talk about this Jets defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week, a tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
Okay, this is fine.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Make a play, Bryce.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Okay. Basically anything behind the line of scrimmage is a safe place.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
See, Lakin's back on the field, so I guess he's fine.
Now Rodgers. And he'll find
Brees.
Hall.
Brees, thank you.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Good job, Nicole.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Just want to take care of football. That's all we want to do is take care of football. Dude, too many picks last week.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
No one has ever questioned the speed of Hardman, who used some of it to get a first down there. He and the Jets both hoping that the change of scenery can unlock a new level of production from him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Dang, already basing on.
Rodgers again now.
Oh.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, we have Brees.
He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I just didn't like the matchup.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Beautiful thing about this team, I don't think you know where I'm going to go with the ball.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Now Rodgers.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
First.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
You know, with as much as I talk about Garrett, I'm having a hard time getting him the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I mean, either way, Garrett should still be open.
To throw is Rodgers.
Dalvin.
He'll dump this off to Cook.
Good juke, Dalvin.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Back to the ground, Cook.
Oh, he thought I was going to...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Why'd he switch?
Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Show me the passing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
No.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race.
I feel like.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I don't know if this is going to work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's such a strange way to play zone.
Here's Rodgers.
Good defense.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Based on the percentage.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So now Thomas Morstead, who did his collegiate punting just east of here at SMU, he's on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Playing well in it too, so probably stay in it for now. Should probably set up before
the Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott off play action. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Last third down, I believe I called zone. I mean man. So we're gonna call this cover 6.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hopefully that post is not route.
Prescott.
It is wide open. Why is that post wide open?
He's got his target. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
I just covered myself. Because I literally knew that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. 20. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 41 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ran away from me after.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Hopefully he'll see this and think I'm going to run it and send a blitz. Literally, I want the exact same thing that just happened to me to happen to
him. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I have no idea.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Cook up the gut. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Actually, what I want to come out in is one of these. This one. I think it's this one. Yeah. Of course, the main read here is Garrett, but there's 2 wheel routes on this play. The last time I ran this play, Brees Hall ran straight down the left sideline.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh, man.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Oh, thank the Lord. Dalvin, please. Please don't do that again.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
If that slot receiver backs up, we're going there. Otherwise, we're going to place.
Rodgers going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
Yeah, so when I was looking at the percentage,
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Wayne's got like
Taken in at the 11.
58.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over first and 10.
So got to look to find open spots in the zone. We're not going to be able to just remain beers, so to speak.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
This could be a bunch of different things. I'm going to look for that post route out of the halfback. That's what I'm looking for. It's gonna be
Prescott now from the 50. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Teams are always really difficult. He is a very
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, Jordan. Let's make a good read here.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
And I don't know if I can... Can I ice here? It doesn't matter. Actually, I'm stuck in cover 6.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout.
You know,
with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half.
Game turned around so quickly.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
After that kickoff return, I knew it was going to happen. All right, so offensively, probably want to. I know I think I ran out. I did run inside, and I think defensively, Dak hasn't thrown a single medium pass. It's been short or deep. So we're going to actually try to stop short.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
We'll be all right.
A field goal, the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
It didn't feel like this against the Bills, but like his guys are just blocking so well on that. It's literally like they have momentum, even though I know it's turned off. It's try a zone
The
blitz,
Dallas
maybe?
offense here set to begin the drive.
Amos.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
V4-3. Because right now I don't feel...
Prescott now.
Wow.
And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On the draw, it's Pollard, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
2
yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Win these games by not making mistakes. And a little luck.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, I think that could have been the luck we needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This play right here. Depending on the type of zone he calls, if it's a zone,
the New York offense taking over for their next possession.
McCole Hardman should be wide open. Should run straight past his defenders. If McCole Hardman's not open, we're going to have a problem.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
No one was really open.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I'm not getting Garrett Wilson the ball. Our best receiver's got it. Should be leading our team.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
So if he's in a hard flat here, Brees Hall should be open.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall.
Brees. I love Brees.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Need the first down. Please down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
He fell forward.
And he is going to have a Jets
down.
first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
I have no idea what
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Okay, I called it wrong. Well, we're have to run it because there's no audibles.
In motion left, Hardman. They run again on first down, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
This might be another man play here. Shooting inside. So we could potentially have Allen here. But
Now Rodgers.
oh, we got caught.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
All right, we'll take
a
that.
gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
There's 2 reads here. In my mind. It's a similar play to what I ran for a touchdown in the first. But I'm actually looking for the motion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
McColl's not open. It's probably going to be an incompletion.
In motion left, Hardman.
Run,
That is
Cole.
caught. He's
Yes,
got
sir.
room to roam.
97.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Pointed at that man. Why is that
Heck of a
such
start to
wobbler,
his
Aaron?
season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener
Why do
last
you
week,
look like
another one
that?
here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to
really
call him a
pointed at
touchdown
man,
machine
said,
this
"You are too
early,
slow."
but
Goodbye.
sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
No, Dalvin's at about 11.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Tackle. Here we go.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
But I don't know how I feel about it. These cover 6 and cover 9s don't work in this game. So we probably need to get away from them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Looking at a
And
run.
after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That is literally what I said.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This personnel, I don't think I like the personnel in the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
What I want to do, I'm going to go to 6-1 here and blitz from the outsides. Yeah, that's what I want.
Second down and 3.
Will I regret this? Potentially, but that's okay.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Any kind of hard flat, he punishes it. So I need to find a way to switch that up, tighten that up.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
We shaded outside.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Either this, can this be, I think it can be a counter.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Really good or really bad. It's like no in between.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play.
Well,
back now in Arlington.
You can't argue with that.
And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth.
Now what do we do here on this 3rd and 4? I think we go big nickel. And I think we call... now we call this cover 6.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Cover the flat.
Here's Prescott.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Clinical offense at the time. Defense is not. There's, in my mind, he's going for 2 here to make it so I can't. I like that.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
It is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
One block.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Or break one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
These are... Do I call an end around right now? That just sounds really dumb to me. But for some reason, I want to call an end around. If this is not blocked, this went for the house.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Down here in the box.
Straight ahead is Hall. Takes it to about the 37.
If I get to 5.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Hall again on 2nd down.
We definitely got some good blocking, and Brees said,
and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
Let's go,
and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
He has been.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes.
My guy
right
Dalvin is incredible.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Number 20, I think it's inside the 10. My God. Going straight back to him. Straight back to him.
Again, it's Cook.
Okay, Dalvin.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Is McCole Hardman super tired now? Where is McCole? I messed up my auto subs.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
And
he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I hit that, and immediately.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Right? This person goes, looks trashy, congrats. Let's see your kid take a better bong rip, jackass.
Oh my goodness.
That's fucking hilarious. That's me. Let's see your kid take a better bong rip than mine. Let's go, toe to toe.
All right. What am I looking for here? Yes.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Yep.
Rodgers now to throw.
Yup, that's the matchup
He's
I want to
got
see.
Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
Absolutely run straight past that man.
From 21 yards away. And the
What is this
Jets
bunny
answer
hop
back
dance?
with a
What is this,
touchdown of
Garrett?
their own to
You're
take a
supposed to be
fourth
young.
quarter lead.
Like, hit
Plenty
like
of scoring
gradient or
here of
something,
late,
like-
and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Is it stupid? Maybe. But this would be big. If we can convert this, would be big.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for two.
He's in goal line. I really want an audible, but I can't.
Cook, they'll try and
Dalvin?
run. And he'll get
Dalvin!
into the end zone. So now
He
a
has
field goal would
fallen
only
forward,
tie
I
as they
think,
up their lead to
95%
three.
of this game, just straight forward. Did I see a big W by the Seahawks against the Lions down there? Oh my goodness. Hopefully that comes back across. That's a big W.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Please tackle him. Please, please. Thank you.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the
No
end
matter
zone gets
what,
him 3 more.
We should have one more chance, even if we give up a score. Ideally, we're not giving up a score, though. Let's play defense. Weak slot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right
That's a
back.
great tackle, Chuck.
And only
That's a great
able to
tackle.
get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Now, they did get a little
Pressure, guys.
gain on
When you
this
get in the
play, but
backfield.
all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline
This
and
is
never
gonna
let
be
him
the
get the
cover two
corner
hard
and turn it
flat
upfield
that I've been
for
talking
a
about.
bigger chunk of yardage.
Gonna
This
get
is 2nd and 8.
hooked.
Play fake.
Oh,
Here's
Quinnen,
Prescott.
Quinnen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Yeah.
Fortunate to get
Was
that
that
football back,
Matt?
because trailing here in the
Big
second
Matt.
half, last thing they needed was
I
to
thought
lose
it
the
was Quinnen.
possession.
He was in
And the
there
word
so
I think
fast.
of here is opportunity, because
Let's
it could
go,
have been
Matt.
lost there. Their chance to score points.
Come
But
on,
the
that big
opportunity
back.
for the
That's what I
defense was to
literally
go
was
ahead
talking
and
about it.
really
That's
close
the
this
pressure
game
I'm
down
talking
if they
about.
were able to get possession.
Now, this is big. We want this highest rated man coverage cornerback for highest rated route running. By height, by speed. We're going to keep it by depth chart, I think. Call a spy
So
here.
danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and
Not get
long.
cooked.
Now Prescott.
Let's
Under
go.
pressure, they got him again. The 330-pounder Al
That's
Woods
big.
brings the
I don't know
boom
where that
on the
was going,
sack.
but that's
And
big.
this dominant defensive performance continued
Should I
on
be
that
conservative
play.
or go
This
for a
poor
block?
quarterback, he's not received the protection
We
he
going for the
needs
block,
and has had to
baby.
pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes
Not get the block.
backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Fair catch this bad
No,
boy.
fair catch called for and
All right.
made right on the 45-yard
Put up 6.
line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over.
Let us end the football game by putting up 6 here. Okay?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to
5 for
what's up on the
13.
clock.
Not the best
What they
game
need to
for
do is play a little bit of
47
keep away right now.
But
Run the clock down. Make sure
But-
their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
this might be really stupid, but I like to push the envelope. Let's not make a bad read here, though.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's not make a bad read. Remember, we have Allen underneath.
On play action, Rodgers.
Oh, we made a terrible read. Yup, we made a
And
terrible
look at
read.
this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I just keyed on it. I wanted it to work. It didn't. It's fine. Just gotta prevent a touchdown. I don't know why I do these things. I also know that my subs are incorrect. They're not coming back in because they're too tired. I know that's what's happening. With that being said,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in
oh
a
yes,
much more... Oh, that's
yes,
going to be a costly
yes,
one. It's intercepted.
yes. We're scoring. Absolutely.
And he brings this one back.
Let's go,
It's
Rook.
a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
See that's
a
what
big
Garrett
play
should've
there
done.
by
That
the
looked
rookie.
clean.
An interception followed
Okay,
by the
look, Quinn
return
getting
for
involved
6
too.
points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Right to me, baby.
Now Zerline on
Finally
and
got
the
one.
extra
All right.
point.
Now.
And his
10-point
guys will
lead.
take a 10-point
34 to
lead.
go. That should, I repeat, should make the game very difficult to come back from. I've
So they
seen
throw the
Dwayne
pick
come back
6. They'll
from
get
us.
another shot at it now as this
Against
one's
me,
in the
no less.
air.
So,
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee.
So-
Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
maybe the subs are fine because we're getting stops. We want to come actually out in this big knuckle cover. No, I already called that. 4 seconds, 4 seconds. There it is. Come on,
The
this.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll
Cover the
see
tight
if they
end,
can
CJ.
band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking
Wide
distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to be
It's
out
just
up
a
around the
crosser.
45-yard line.
Yeah, I get the
Clock
hard
management
to cover.
definitely critical here if they want to
But-
get back in this game.
Absolutely
man.
agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's gonna be
All
aggressive,
3
so I'm gonna stay
timeouts
aggressive.
plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down.
Oh yeah, it's another one
He'll
from
be
Matt.
taken down. The Jets
Let's
get
go.
in there for the
The
sack.
crazy, he doesn't even have
It looks like
rushing
a
abilities yet.
12-yard
He
loss
just
there on
has
the
a
first
stamina
down
boost.
sack.
That's it.
It has been a rough afternoon
what I'm
for him
talking
trying to
about,
get
Mac.
rid of the football. CD, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
It took
and we're seeing the end result
it took
on the
almost the
scoreboard.
entire 4
Long day in the
quarters,
pocket
but we
for their
did.
quarterback.
Split wide receiver.
They'll come
backfield.
up
So
now. This is
I gotta
2nd
be
and
looking at this left
long.
side here.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
He's
Prescott forced out to his left.
Okay, that's fine though. That's
And
fine.
he'll get it into enemy territory just across
Fine.
midfield at the
It's a
49.
really good read by him.
I
'cause
thought they
was
were going to
taking away
sack
that
him
wide
there like they
receiver
did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
I should have just kept going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out
The
of
clinical
bounds, but
offense
not before he
continues.
takes
I'm
it
surprised he has
inside the
2
40.
interceptions. CD Lamb is
I tell
killing
you
me.
what, it
I'm
looks like
literally
he's shaking off that pick
dragged.
6 just
He
fine.
gets
It's
a
not just
drag and he
defensive
runs
backs
away from
that have to have
you. He
short
is not
memories.
Tyreek Hill,
Quarterbacks
but he's
utilize that
acting
as
like it in
well.
this game.
A much more confident
My
throw right
goodness.
there.
I don't even know. There's like
All 3 timeouts
wanna
remain, but
call-
they've got to score quick.
because Bryce
It's 1st and 10.
or Bree. No, it's Bryce.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, I got cooked. I got cooked.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's out of
I thought I could
bounds.
defend it
Almost
better
gets to
myself,
the
but
10.
That's unfortunate.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how
Very
about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's 1st and 10.
Saved all his timeouts at this time.
Here's Dak.
That's a sack.
And
Yep,
down
covered
he
sack,
goes.
baby.
Pressure gets him
Al
back
Woods
at the
played
14.
really
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now flags fly
that a false
in,
start?
and one of the Cowboys looked like
Yes,
he got
it
going a little
was.
early.
Yes, it was. I actually think that hurts me. That backs him up further. I think it makes his read easier. Empty tray, dime, normal. I want to just do a cover 4 drop. I don't even think I have that in the playbook. If I go to quarters, it's in there, right? Here it is.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, Prescott.
Can I get a fumble
And
from
now
Dak?
they're
Oh,
inside the 10
that's
as he's
even
brought
worse.
down at the 9.
That's
An injury stoppage
Oh,
here,
no.
and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step
no.
aside.
That's not good. I pray that's not a long-term injury. I don't want to see Dak out for that long in the league. I mean, I know Wayne is capable of dealing with it either way, but still don't want to see it. We're gonna go to. This is gonna be weird, but we're gonna play prevent here because literally he cannot run the football.
Well, this feels like a late season
press.
game, even though it's just week 2.
Take this away with you.
Here's a big 3rd down.
You cannot
Out
do
of
that.
the gun to give to Pollard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, well, let's see what he calls here. At this point, we're gonna blitz here.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pollard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
They gave it to me.
They'll get
Okay.
neither the touchdown nor the
He'll be
first
back. We're on
down.
3rd
And it'll be a
yard line here,
turnover
so we're gonna
on
actually have to run the
downs.
football.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old
Last
expression
run
about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Pretty positive.
As
I
they
have
stop
enough
it here
space
with just under
to-
40 seconds to go in the game. I guess
do
the
this.
simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't
I am.
understand either why you would take any sort of a
Pretty sure I
chance.
have
We've
enough
seen it
space.
happen in the game of football. Doesn't
I
matter
do.
whether you've watched high
do have
school,
enough
college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time
That's a great
they're able to
game.
take a
GG's
knee
my
at the
opponent,
end
Mr.
and secure
Wayne.
the
He
victory.
is
Preseason,
and will forever
coach
be
said their goal. They
one of the
obviously
best
want to win
coaches.
everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
I'm happy Dak's not out for him.
Well,
would've
somebody
been crazy
lit a
if Dak got
fire
hurt on
under
that
that
play.
offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime,
Can't
we
wait to
always
look at
talk
stats
about
here.
teams making adjustments.
It's a big time win.
You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week
Aaron is still
often
questionable.
still
220,
holds.
that's
You don't
it.
have to make
Feel like I have
wholesale
more yards than
changes.
that, but
Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner.
18
And
for
they did
26,
that in the
220,
second half,
3
and that led them
TDs
to
and a pick.
victory.
Pretty clean game for Aaron.
So for the Jets, it's an early road victory
this
as they
right here,
move to 2-0
13
now
for
on the
114,
young
Dalvin.
season. And they will head back home next
I was
week.
trying to trade you, my
Meanwhile,
boy.
for the Cowboys, they'll fall
look
to
good.
1-1.
looking
And they'll
real
try to
good.
rebound next week as they head to Glendale
Aaron had 2
to
for
take
4.
on the
That 1 for 11.
Cardinals.
I could have probably done
And
better.
for Charles
Look at the
Davis
receiving.
and our entire crew
Cole
here at
Hardman
EA
had
Sports,
almost
I'm
an
Brandon
identical-
Gutton saying so
an
long,
identical
everybody.
week to week 1. 6 for 80 yards. I think he had 7 for 85 in week 1. Garrett Wilson had 3 catches. Did we have any drops this game? No drops, which is big. Everybody played really well here. McCole being our number 1 receiver is not super surprising because of speed, but I'm not trying to do that. Makai only gave up 1 sack. Defensively, a big-time performance by Quinnen and a big-time performance by Mack. And realistically, this happened in the 4th quarter. So, it's wonderful to see. I see Mac with half a sack and Jermaine with half a sack. Love to see the two young fellas with some stats. And I think the only person I had to pick on our team was Zaire. Take that. He also had a TFL. And I need to remember to take pics. I forget to take pictures of the game every time. So I think we go to score summary for that. No, it's not score summary. It's highlights. Okay. This was big. This was a big pick. Let's see. Oh no. It's been so long. I don't remember how I did this. Bring that back. That looks funny with his feet. Let's see. I want to get this kind of a shot. I think that looks cool. I think we gotta take screenshots like this. Alright, I like that. What else was a big play? This was a big touchdown, but I'm just happy Aaron delivered a good ball. Yeah, I don't want to take a picture of that one. I feel like there was a... I wish I could get some of these Dalvin plays. .30-yard rush from Dalvin Cook. Here's a Dalvin Cook play. GG's. Where is it? I'm looking for a certain emoji and I cannot find it. There it is. Boom, boom. It's a good Dalvin photo. Take that. Anything from the first quarter that I want to see? Dak Prescott sacked. Tyler Conklin 2-yard TD. That was a good play. Yeah, it's not appealing to look at. I want some of these. Yeah, these Dalvin, these Dak Prescott sacks. This is more of a coverage sack than a timing sack. Just trying to look down the field. know if I like that or not, but we're gonna take a screenshot. Oh. Got the interception. We got a sack. I'll take that. Did not get the offense I needed, and I did not hold him to under 24, which was kind of expected, but I want as many points as I can get if I can get them. One zone, one man, 3 awareness, 2 play rec. For the rope, 88 speed. I wish he had higher hit power. Be a perfect Madden player. Let's switch this back over. And end this thing. Alrighty. That'll do it for me. Thank you all for listening and stopping by.